Welcome everybody to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. As always, I'm your host, J2 John Jeremy, and it has been some time since we last played this game. In fact, since we last played this game, 3 expansion packs have been released. Rajas of India, Charlemagne, and most recently, Way of Life. What we'll be doing is taking those 3 expansion packs and our own knowledge of Crusader Kings 2 and putting them to the test in a brand new single-player campaign. In a twist, I will be referencing my own family's history and selecting a place where my ancestors actually came from. It'll be a surprise once we get into the game, but I hope you guys look forward to it. Alright everybody, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's first take a look at our character here, our starting ruler for the County of Amalfi. Meet Gian Jeremias. He is the current Doge of the Republic of Amalfi. If we take a look here at the Republic tab, we can see here that our expected successor is a man by the name of Martino Sorrenti. He currently has the most respect out of the other patricians in the Republic. Now, the way that you can get your own heir or your chosen successor to be the new Doge is by getting him or her respect. And the way you do that is by simply getting them prestige and having them age. Those are the 2 major factors. The third factor, which is up to you if you want to partake, is the campaign fund. You can add money to the campaign fund, and by doing so, you are basically promoting your own selection to be the new Doge instead of the others. This will compensate for a lack of age or respect. The more money you put in, the more respect that they may receive. So right now, since we have no heir, we have no children, we have no wife, but we'll get to that in a second, Martino Sorrenti is our current expected successor. Martino here is a Grey Eminence. He's got some pretty good stats here. He's got some great diplomacy. He's got some pretty good state intrigue and state learning. Not as great when it comes to stewardship or martial ability, though. So not exactly the kind of guy you would want messing around at your merchant's table. You know what I mean? But since he is ambitious, no doubt he has made attempts to take control of the Republic. We have thwarted him this time with Gian Jeremias. Who knows if we'll be successful next time. Otherwise, we can see here House Revelli, House Kanakaras, and House Manginos. You'll note here that this republic is an amalgamation of both Italian and Greek families. Revelli, Sorrenti sound Italian. I think Manginos is also Italian. Nope, he's Greek. Constantinos, obviously. Okay, so we have 2 Italians here. We also have 2 Greek families here. House Jeremias is Italian. I thought that by doing so would be kind of interesting, having an Italian be a part of the Byzantine Empire. It has happened in the past. I mean, obviously, you can see here that there may in fact be other Italians in the Italian peninsula here. The fact that one has risen up to such station in a republic should not necessarily be a major outlier, but that's besides the point. Let's take a look now at our one of the new features to Crusader Kings 2, and that's picking a character focus. So with the launch of the Way of Life expansion, you can now pick a focus for your character, and that focus will give you an increased ability and potential for some special circumstances. If we take a look, for example, at business here, we can see that it increases the stewardship of your character by 2, and it also automatically increases city vassal opinion. Pretty good for those that are collecting taxes from your mayors. You also have rulership here. It's a base +3 stewardship bonus. We have things like intrigue, +3, seduction, increase in fertility, +2 intrigue, +10 sex appeal. We can see here hunting for +2 martial, +1 health, war +3 martial, carousing +3 diplomacy, family for +2, fertility +25%, health +1, so that's not bad either. if you're wanting to build a family. Theology, +2 learning, +20 temple vassal opinion, so if you want to get your church members on your side. And scholarship, +3 learning. Now, it's not just for these base additions that you would want to pick a focus. Down the road, you may come across special events because of the focus that you pick, and you can choose different focuses over time. I think for right now, I'm going to go ahead and pick business. We are ruling right now a merchant republic. We would want to focus on business, giving us a +2 stewardship and +20 city vassal opinion. Now, currently in Way of Life, and that's as of this recording, there tends to be a skewing towards intrigue focuses. They are very, very, very powerful, especially seduction. It's quite humorous to see what happens when a master seducer comes into play. We may find that ourselves later on in this gameplay. But right now, Doge Gian fraternizes with burghers and merchants, seeking to unravel the enigma of gold. So we have chosen our focus now. We want to pick an ambition. However, you'll note here that choosing a wife is not currently an ambition available to us. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not married right now, but I have selected a wife already. If we take a look at our Find Characters area, you can see I've kind of done the work already here. And I found here Osterberta. Osterberta is a courtier in Evero. She's Frankish. She's a genius, and she has some phenomenal stats. She's a decent diplomat, but 15 martial, 16 stewardship, 14 intrigue, and 14 learning. That's pretty damn good. And a genius. Doesn't matter if she's lustful or not. I would choose her in a heartbeat, and I did. So she is currently kind of intriguing. What's the word I'm looking for? Not intriguing. Her lord, Count Austrialdis of Evero, is currently getting a marriage offer from us. Something to note as well is that the diplomacy screen is no more. Instead, you get a tab opening here, and you can kind of see the different options that are available instead of a separate screen altogether. And you can see here that he's currently considering an arranged marriage offer from us. Now, you'll note, at least I noted when I did that the Doge here is not a noble. And because he's not a noble, he does not receive penalties for marrying low-born individuals, which I thought was pretty cool, that I didn't have to start with a prestige penalty already. So, just something to note, a personal opinion of mine. So we've got that already taken care of for us. I want to wait on picking an ambition until after we are married. Hopefully the have a son or have a daughter ambition will be available for us. I like the Christmas music going on here. I don't know if this video is going to come out on Christmas, but it's pretty cool regardless. And let's see here. I think we're okay there. Let's take a look at our council here. So we can see here our council is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. We have here Patrician Martino of Sorrenti. You'll note that he's the same guy that's currently our expected successor. And he's got 20 diplomacy. So we're going to definitely make good use of him. The question is what to do with him. If you take a look at our nearby areas, in the past, what we would have done is simply gone over to the nearest territory that we were a part of and try and lay a claim on it. However, if you take a look at the nearest territory here, Neapolis, and you wanted to declare war on him, you'll know that you need to have a Cassius Belli to declare war. That's obvious. However, the crown laws of the Byzantine Empire need to allow vassals to wage war on each other. And you ask yourself, what? But yeah, currently the crown laws in the Byzantine Empire, they're at medium crown authority. What that means is that basically the emperor here has decreed that vassals cannot infight with each other. We actually need to get this down to low crown authority if we want to be successful here. And we're not going to be able to do that ourselves. It's definitely going to be an issue for us for the time being, because the Byzantine emperor is in power, and he will be in power for a bit, at least. You'll also note that the Byzantine Emperor currently is a heretic, an iconoclast heretic, but that's fine for right now because the religions right now, they're mixed. You can see here iconoclast, Orthodox, Paulician, which is another heresy for Orthodox. The religions in the Byzantine Empire are a bit of a mess right now. Constantinos is a zealot heretic. So he has decreed, basically, that iconoclasm is supposed to be the state religion. And there are those that disagree with him, and that may lead to rebellion down the road. We currently are Catholic, and that's probably because we are just so close to Rome as it stands. Hopefully, we don't get holy warred on inside of our own territory. At least, hopefully the Emperor doesn't go after us. So, besides that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the Magistros right here kind of improve the relations that we have with our own people first. If we take a look here at Amalfi, and we have our vassals here, we can see that there are some vassals who disagree with us. The Patrician of Ravelli, the Patrician of Manginos. I would like to also get the Baron of Sorrento on our side here. He's not giving me any money. Oh, he's not giving me any money because I'm not charging him any taxes. Well, let's fix that. We need some taxes here from you. So he might not like us for right now, but I'm going to improve diplomatic relations inside of my own territory and hopefully change his mind. As far as the Protostrator, the marshal here, you know that these are Greek job things, except for court chaplain, but I'm assuming that's because we're Catholic. The Protostrator here, we're going to have him research military tech in our own territory. The Sacalieros, the steward here, I'm going to wait on you for a second, because we're going to talk about you in a second. Mystikos here, currently an intrigue skill of 13. I want to hold off on you too. The court chaplain here, again, I want to kind of focus more on the relations of ourselves and the church, especially because of what I'm going to do shortly. So I want to improve religious relations here. Now, why I'm holding off on these two guys. Because we are a republic, one of the first things that we need to do is focus on building trading posts. Trading posts are going to be a asset for us in the long term. They will allow us to generate much more wealth than you would normally receive as a single county lord. The way to do that, if you take a look here, is you can see here that we currently have 0 of 1 trade posts built. And you'll notice here the minus penalty for trade practices. That's based on the current technology level of our county, of our state. And so we can build 1, but no more than 1. If we take a look at the technology level here, you'll note that trade practices are a part of the economy tech tree. And if we take a look here at the map of who has the best technology when it comes to trade practices, you'll note that most of it is over here in the Arabian area, the Muslim territories. Unfortunately, for our Mystikos here, if you want to study technology, as of right now, and this may change in the future, we can only study within the Byzantine Empire itself. So out of the Byzantine Empire and these territories over here, the question is, who has the best trade practice technology? And if we zoom in here, we can kind of see that it's probably either Dyrrachion, or it looks like actually Monemvasa is the current county with the best tech when it comes to trading practices. Makes sense. It's a shore county. It has coasts all around it, pretty much. So I'm going to go ahead and send my Mystikos over here to study technology. Now, as far as the steward here goes, we are going to take a peek at our intrigue. You'll note here that we can found a new kingdom. So if we ever had the opportunity, if we felt that we were powerful enough, that we would no longer want to be considered a simple doge, but something more, we can potentially make ourselves a king. We need to have 1,000 prestige. We need to be independent. We need to hold at least 3 ducal titles, or a realm size of 35, and have a personal wealth of 300. No doubt to spend that money. We can convert to our liege's religion, which is the iconoclast religion. Costs us a bunch of prestige. Not a fan. We can convert to the liege's culture, which is Greek. We can convert to the local culture, which is also Greek. Convert to the local religion, which is Orthodox. We can invite a holy man to court, invite a noble to court, present debutante, hold a summer fair. Here's the one that I was looking at. Borrow 300 gold from Jewish merchants. They have money right now, and we need it. We need it to start building our republic. And if I borrow 300 from Jewish merchants today, I can pay them 350 gold at any time. And all I would take is a -10 temple vassal opinion hit, which is why we have put our court chaplain in Amalfi to raise the opinion of our church subjects. So I'm going to borrow this 300 gold, and I'm going to spend it shortly. You'll note here that we can also buy indulgence for our sins from the Pope. Again, that's because we are a Catholic. Now, back to Amalfi. You'll note here that there is a second tab besides holdings. You also note that we have a county capital, that it's not a castle, but a town. And we can build up this town, as you can see here. But there's a second tab here for trade. And there is an empty box here where you can build a new trading post. Now, it's going to cost us 186 gold. You'll note that the base cost is 150, but the Emperor doesn't really like us right now, so it's increased. But we will be able to build a new trading post here in Amalfi. You'll ask yourself, well, why not just build it in Rome? You can. It is definitely available to you. However, for reasons to come in the future, I will be building in Amalfi, in our capital. Okay, it's going to cost us 186.6 gold, and you'll note that it says it's going to be finished on 1 January 770. Okay. Now that it's currently under construction, let's go over to our steward here, and we're going to have him oversee the construction in Amalfi. And what that'll do is that'll boost that up once we hit play, and that'll finish up the trading post far earlier. With the extra money that we have here, the 180 gold, we're also going to build some city walls. Because now you can build 2 things, at least in this case, at the same time. So we're building some city walls in Amalfi. It's going to cost us some more gold there. And we've got that taken care of here. And I think we're okay as far as that goes. I'm just taking a look at anything else. We've already got our law in action here. We've got our technology set. You'll note here that our military kind of piss poor. Not very good here. However, the way you get around that for a republic is by simply building up enough money to purchase mercenaries. And by using these mercenaries, you can then definitely have a war or 2 or 10. Totally up to you. We have no plots that are available to us. There are factions that you can start in the Byzantine Empire: seniority succession, Gallican succession, lower the crown authority, or independence. Right now, we are too weak to do any of those things, so let's not even worry about that for right now. And here is the current Pope in Rome, Stephen III. If we take a look here at Stephen, we can see that he is 69, so he might not be long for this world. He has some pretty good diplomacy here, so no doubt my current... he's not too fond of him. Who's honest? Are you honest? Yeah, you're honest, and that means that my bishop here must be deceitful, which is pretty funny. But he gets +20 for state diplomacy, and then another +30 for being the head of the religion automatically. Meanwhile, we only have an opinion of 8. We've got some pretty good personal diplomacy here, but we have a short reign, plus we're a foreigner. And I guess I can appoint a successor. But they're all Greek anyway, regardless, so it doesn't even matter. I would want to put an Italian there, if at all possible, to get rid of that penalty for the minus 18 penalty. Or we build up our technology for, I think it was tolerance over time. Yeah, tolerance. But that's to come in the future. Now, the biggest thing about Crusader Kings 2 in this day and age is that you'll note that the year is 769. I may have glossed over it in the intro, but the world of Europe in 769 is far different than what we are used to. The Carlings have vast control of this area over here. This guy right here, King Karl of West Francia, who is now known today as Charlemagne. But will he be able to do the same things? That is yet to be seen. England is not an England at all. There is a Pict land. There is no Sweden. There is no Norway. And we can see here Lombardy is currently in control of Italy. The Muslim territories, they are still pretty united, especially over here in Abbasid. The Abbasid Emirate is pretty vast. And then for those that have the Rajas of India expansion pack, you can see over here the increased view here of India. So a whole bunch of other territories for us to play with if we ever get this far into the map. Which, 769 and the end date being 1453, who knows? We may in fact do just that. We'll have to cross the Abbasid territories or the Russian territories in order to get there, but we may in fact do so. I think that's pretty much it as far as what I wanted to do for kind of an overview here. So let's take a look here at vassals here. So the reason why I wanted to look at vassals is just to see how powerful the Byzantine Emperor by himself really is. And we can see here that he's got 1, 2, 3 territories on his own. Everybody else is all a direct vassal to him, or direct vassal to the Duke. And something to note, religions. Everyone here is Catholic. We've got some Sunni faith here. Sunni, West African, Miaphysite. Not exactly the Germanic. That's interesting, Germanic. Over here as well. First time I've seen that. And diplomatic relations. Right now, we don't have any. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started here with a new Crusader Kings 2 campaign. I'm excited. You'll note here that although I'm leaving this open, it will move very quickly simply because of all of the new counties that are available to it. So just keep an eye down there if you want to catch up on what's going on in the world. We might not catch all of it. Let's begin. All right, right away, we can see here that he wants to appoint us to an office. I'm assuming he would want to appoint us to a stewardship. So, if I can move this here, I can try to add this. Yep, he wants to appoint us to a steward. I'm going to make this my new ambition. I want to become a steward. Oh? Really, Emperor? You want to appoint us as a steward? Well, fancy that. I was just having the inkling of wanting to be a great steward. I accept your offer. Now, does it count? Good question. It did count. That is phenomenal. We just gained 1 stewardship from that. I appreciate that, game. I appreciate you letting me take advantage of that. So we are his steward, and I'm immediately resigning my stewardship because I am Catholic. He is a heretic Orthodox emperor, and he doesn't like me very well. Don't want to be a part of this. Want to leave as soon as possible. Okay, thanks. Bye. Resign from the council. Goodbye. He's not going to like me. Any more? Nope. Good. He didn't hate me. Okay. Let's see here now. So we've taken care of that. We gained an extra stewardship skill point from that, which is pretty nice. Let's lock this in place here. We can see here that I'm currently building my city walls here. Oh, I did not go over this, House Jeremias. So in the Republic, not only do you have the county, not only do you have the trade post, you also have a mansion. And in this case, we have House Jeremias as a mansion. And this mansion will stick with us for the duration of the entire game. We can build on it over time, and it will give us benefits. For example, the mansion will increase the trade post limit by 3. This is a goal of ours. We want to build up the mansion as soon as possible. So we build up the trade post now, and we build the mansion as soon as possible. We can then build 3 more trading posts. So that is important for us to take care of. I may have may have wanted to hold on to that 300 gold, but we needed to start immediately, just in case any of our other patricians here try to take Amalfi for themselves, which would be a problem for us. Okay, let's continue. So somebody is already fighting in Sweden. The king of Östergötland is declaring an East Gatish subjugation of Sweden. Konstantinos Mangianos wants to be married. The emperor here, I think, Konstantinos Isauros, wants to be exalted amongst men. So he wants to gain the prestige there. Somebody has founded the Lower Crown Authority in the Byzantine Empire faction. And somebody's founded the Independence faction already. Okay, so there may in fact be some wars incoming there in the Byzantine Empire. We shall see about that. Chowda Raj is over here in the Indian territories around here. So again, just a note, that will pop quite frequently. Should be getting our marriage notification soon. There it is. Good. She's arrived at our court. We can either gain 1 gold or 100 prestige. Which would you choose? Duh. Alright. To the great Doge Gian, peace be with you. I accept your suggestion that Doge Gian and Austerberta get married. Austerberta, thank you very much for the genius. Now, let's get to baby making. Pick an ambition. Alright, have a daughter, have a son are now available to us. Let's try and have a son. Very good. And you'll also note that the trade post will now be finished in July instead of in January of next year. And the city walls will also be finished in July instead of in January of next year. Thank you, Steward. Let's see what else we've got going on right now. Yes, if we die right now, we lose some titles. I understand that. Somebody else has joined the Independence faction. Basilius Constantinos V of the Byzantine Empire has declared Byzantine Holy War for Kartli on Sultan Bakar of the Ukhalid Sultanate. So he wants this territory here, Emir Nurse of Kartli. Why he wants a territory that would still be closed off from the rest of the Byzantine Empire, I'm not too sure, unless he's fighting for the entire duchy, perhaps? Ah, yep, that'd be it, because he's got one of the territories already. So he's fighting for these 3 pieces of territory over here. Got it. Well, I'm not directly going to be involved in a war, but you may see some soldiers leave Amalfi pretty soon. See, he's already raising up some levies over there. I don't know if he's going to pull from over here, though. King Sigurdur Ring has declared Swedish subjugation of Sweden on the King of Östergötland, so there's a couple wars going on over there already. The Baron of Sorrentino has approved the proposed small feudal tax law. Good, okay. We need more people to get with me, though. So all the other patricians oppose me. That's great. I love that. It's wonderful. We'll eventually get there, right? Hopefully, maybe. One day. Strategos Lucio of Sardinia agreed to the demand from Basilius Constantinos V of the Byzantine Empire and converted to iconoclast. So that might be a thing. The emperor here might ask us to convert to iconoclasm like he did this guy. I don't know what he was originally. I'm assuming Catholic. But, yeah. Like I said, this emperor, a zealot, may be doing some crazy things soon. Hopefully the Pope here is going to be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. You know, that's a thing, for sure. My liege, the people of Monemvasa have progressed beyond our own technological level. I have managed to study their advancements, and the documents enclosed here should help us reach their level. I hope you will find this to your satisfaction. Heck yes, I do. Now, I would love for it to be an increase in economic advances. What will you give me? Cultural advances. Okay. Not as good. What would I boost up here anyway? Noble customs, meh. Popular customs, meh. Vassal customs, meh. That might be a thing. Increasing majesty and decreasing the short reign years penalty. Tolerance would also be pretty cool. Legalism. That would also be pretty cool if I was a lord, but I'm not. What does it do for me as... Oh, I can't see. Centralism. Centralization. I think we're okay. I think I would probably go with, when boosting that up, probably majesty or tolerance for right now. Uh-oh. Theodoric of Middle Francian Revolt has declared Middle Francian Civil War for elective monarchy on King Carloman. Oh, so we can see here, destabilization already. Theodoric, Nibel Long... Oh, God. Nibel Onging. Theodoric here is waging a war of rebellion against King Carloman of Middle Francia. I wonder why. Normally you'd get a reason, but it doesn't tell me a reason. Interesting, though. He's got a couple of bits of territory here. Also, he's got this guy on his side, too. Prince Giuliame. Oh, the son. There you go. That's why. So the son's involved as well. Interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. And, yeah. Okay, yep. You see, he raised up, the Emperor has raised up levies in our territory as well. It doesn't necessarily affect us immediately. We're still boosting up our own levies. It's just something that the Emperor has done for himself. King Synod II of Pictland has declared Scottish Islander de jure war over Eirier Goidel. This territory right here. Okay. He'll probably unify this territory pretty quickly, I'd imagine. Now you'll note here that not only are we building a trade post that you can see here, but we can see here that Orbitello is lit up for us. The reason why it's lit up is because somebody else is building up a trading post. Kanakaris is building up a trading post here in Orbitello. Who else is building up things? Somebody's building up a trading post in Capua. Patrician Martino Sorrenti. Nobody's building up in Salerno. How about in Neapolis? Nobody there. Okay. Somebody wants to build something in Catanzaro, though. So the other patricians are also building up their own trading posts as well. Again, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to build up in Amalfi as soon as possible, so nobody else would try and take Amalfi for themselves. I don't even know if that's possible, but I just want to make sure that it didn't happen. Alright, Patrician Martino of Sorrenti has approved the small feudal tax law. Very good. So we've got him on our side for some reason. All we need now is one more patrician to come on our side. And fantastic. My wife is already pregnant. Very good. Okay. So that's still going on over there. They're waging wars, sieging of Lorraine right there. You can see the enemy armies over here. I guess it looks like this guy's actually going over there to fight him directly, which is a smart idea if you are trying to defend against a rather massive army. Oh? What's up? What you trying to do, buddy? Man, I wish I could cancel that. Wants to appoint me a steward. Nope, I've already been your steward. I don't need to be it again. Count Gregorios of Neapolis has agreed to the demand of Basilius Constantinos and converted to iconoclast. So he's asked the Lord next to us to convert to iconoclasm, and he's agreed. He might be asking us soon. Uh-oh, there's a rebellion here. Iostinos of Cantanzarion Peasant Revolt has declared a peasant revolt on Lombardy. No doubt Lombardy will soon defeat that. Won't be too hard. Yeah, you are just sitting there now. That's well, I mean, you already got a 6,400 man army against you. Nothing much you can really do there. I wonder if you can get the Abbasids on your side. Probably not, though. Probably not. Oh! Speaking of Lombardy, here they come. Bringing their southern Italian armies together. Poor guy, he's just sitting out here all alone here in Mallorca. Okay. I'm just waiting until the walls and trading post pop, which will be July 20th, will be the trading post pop. Very good. We've built our city walls here. Do I want to build anything else here in Amalfi? For right now, I don't really think so. I think I'll hold off. Yep, there he goes already. Okay. We've built ourselves a trading post at Amalfi. And we started off our character with having the trait of wounded. So the old wound is finally healed, leaving a pretty grotesque scar behind. We lose the trait of wounded and gain the trait of scarred, which gives us the boost in prestige now. I know it's a cheap thing, but hey, every little bit counts, right? Every little bit counts. Okay, now trading post. You can see here that this area is highlighted for us. That's because we have built our trading post here. We can pop Republic trade zones and family trade zones, and this will eventually, once we hit the next timer here, move over to our zone. And right away, you'll see that this trade zone value is worth 39.3 gold, and we'll gain some gold from it as well. We can also boost this trading post by boosting its trade value, boosting its tax income, or boosting its garrison. And all that we will consider next time on Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. Until then, this is J Square John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.